Good evening, everybody, or afternoon. I hope you're doing well. And welcome back to day 2 of our preseason, the second and final day of our preseason, where we will be playing the final few games where we see where teams stand as we head into the round robin. Hope you're enjoying the music track today. I thought I'd bring some more class to this whole thing, and as we all know, the best way to bring class is to have piano music. People with British accents. I already had that, so there we go. Moving swiftly on, let's play some hockey games, shall we? Shall we, folks? Yes, let's do that. Our first game today. Team North America versus Team World. Jazz versus Ramau. But both have had pretty good starts today. Hugh Jazz looking for that preseason win. Rusty Ramau won his last 2. And let's see how we go here when North America met Team World again. And it is Team World that will take this win. 6-2 is your final score. Damn. Team World came out to play against Team North America today. 50 shots against Jazz. Damn. Your 3 stars, Jamal Nightingale of Team World, 1 goal, 2 assists is your first star. Christian Kinsinger with 1 assist is your second star. And Tuka Pak with 1 goal is your third star. All about that big first period for Team North America. And they would just Team North America, they would try so hard to get back into it, coming within 1, but then Team World turned on the Jets once again. And the end of that, I'm afraid. Not a lot to say for Team North America. This is why we have preseason. Why we have the first place. Remember, or we haven't even started playing yet. Now, for our first live sim of the day, Ukorkle versus Dark. Rosa versus Brynson is your game today. First time we're seeing Zen Rosa. He is as the backup. Evgeny Petrov is continuing to be excellent for them. These are 2 very prominent teams. Let's see how they play together. Let's find out. Good luck, everyone. Although, there is a team that can stand up somewhat to Team Dark. Or Team Austria, as some of the fans have been calling them. Whatever. However, it will not be today, as Team Dark will take the win 3-1 your final. Then Rosa proving though that Team Ukorka will not go down without a fight, but they cannot stand against the Austrian machine. Your 3 stars, Marcel Beck with 2 assists as your first, Sakai Walker with 1 assist as your second, and Jaeger Jones with 1 goal is your 3rd star. Very impressive display from both teams. Team Ukorka not getting the result they wanted, but they played exceptionally well. All credit to them for trying to hang in there with possibly the best team in this tournament right now. Next, Team US versus Team Britannia. Vincent Catalano will be in and recently tired. The British backup will take this one. His first time we're seeing him. We wish him the best of luck in this preseason. British won 6-2 previously in the season. What will happen this time? And it is an overtime shootout win for the British Isles. 3-2 your final. Vincent Catalano can only do so much, but it was a damn good effort from his team, as they are trying to prove that no, the US is back in this tournament, which is all the better. More competitive teams, the better. Your 3 stars, Stephen Gill with 1 assist is your first star, Donald Trump Jr. with 1 assist is your 2nd star, and Robert E.O. Speedwagon with 1 goal is your 3rd star. The shootout goal winner does go to Jack Nishimori, Maverick Seabrook, and Ty Murphy, all scoring for Team British Isles. 3-1 is your final there. Not really much you can do about it really when it gets to that. Team USA gave it a damn good try, but they couldn't get it done this time. Next, Team Finland versus Team Young Guns. And I'm sure the Young Guns fans in the audience are breathing a small sigh of relief that they are no longer being trampled by Dark. Oh, let's just not talk about that anymore. But anyway, it's a new day and they're facing Finland. Karsago versus Krastins is your matchup today. What happens when these two play? Oh, it doesn't get much better for Team Young Guns. 6-1 is your final with 49 shots registered against Krastins. Finland and Karsiko didn't have a good first day. Well, not at first. Kaprizov had a better day, and now Karsiko is coming back with a pretty damn good performance. Your 3 stars. Jan Vertanen with 2 assists is your first star, Mikko Rashford with 1 goal is your 2nd star, and Aulo Kisoka with 1 goal, 1 assist is your 3rd star. Team Young Guns fought back in the beginning, but after that 2nd goal was scored, there was just nothing left in the fight. It's a shame, but that is how the cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. Maybe the Young Guns can surprise people. They did it going into the last tournament. Maybe they'll do it again. Who knows? The final game for this first day. Team Canada versus Team Sweden. Nordiques versus Willie Miller. The battle of the starters today, as Canada would win the first one 5-1. And now we're going to see what happens this time around. Here we go once again. And it will be Team Sweden that takes the victory. This one 3-1 the final score, but it's still a very close game between two very good sides. Willie Miller finally getting the ground back under his feet, as indeed Nordiques did. Both played well, but it's time it's Team Sweden that takes the win. Your 3 stars, Adelaide Pingu with 2 assists is your first star, Benjamin with 1 assist is your second, and Bjorn with 2 goals is your 3rd star. No, I still don't understand how the committee decides things either. Team Sweden would just take those 3 goals in the second and third period right after Team Canada would take the lead. It is unfortunate, but those are the facts. We'll see just how far this goes. Anyway, we need to do some goalie switchings. We're going to take a short break. Don't you go anywhere. We will be right back. Alright everybody, welcome back. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you've been enjoying my music choices today. This one was inspired by a few friends I've had who said they wanted some different kind of music, and here we go. So now enough about that. How's about we play some more hockey games today. First up, the British Isles take on Team Dark. Recently tied versus Eirik Bjørnsen for this game. But it is going to be a battle between these two. The British Isles once again looking for another medal. And man, wouldn't it be something if the British Isles did it again? Would mean a great lot to those lads, and Team Dark. The revenge they want to have after everything that went down in that bronze medal game. Let's see what happens in this. And Team Dark will take the win. 6-3 your final. Another great win for the Dark Machine as they just keep on rolling, and recently tired will allow 5 and 1 will be an empty netter. But hey, remember, it's preseason. You're allowed to make mistakes. Your 3 stars, Oscar von Waltfeld with 1 goal and 1 assist is your first star. Marcel Beck with 2 assists is your second star. And Jalal Adin Avnogenov with 1 goal and 1 assist is your third star. Duncan McKenzie, even though he is not getting on these boards, he has now recorded 7 goals this tournament. Wow. Man, the Calgary Dragons must be very pleased with their future prospects as he continues to just motor up the charts. We know the British Isles are better than this, but we know Team Dark is just that good. And that truly is what's scary about this machine. Next up, will be Team World versus Team Ukorko. Siteki versus Rosa today. Siteki banging the lineup today. We're looking for that win. Rosa had a strong performance before, but now just wants to get the win. Who's going to take it today? Team Ukorko will take the win. Another strong Eastern European team. And they just pour on chance after chance, but give it to Siteki. He tried his damnedest to get this team through. But it's just not enough, I'm afraid. Not in this round, that's just how it goes. Your 3 stars, Katya Paravalov with 1 goal and 1 assist is your first star. Kentaro Kichi with 1 goal is your second. And Matches Winters with no points at all is your third star. Their defensive performance must have been something to remember. I would have probably given it to Sven Stevenson the third for that game winner, but hey, what do I know? That's just how it is sometimes. The committee just likes players sometimes and gives them awards for it. I don't know why. But at the end, that's just how it is. Me, Pastor the Turtle, deserves something with our 100 defensive rating, but hey, what do I know? I'm just the commentator, not the committeeman. Next, Team Young Guns versus Team USA. Team USA will once again be playing Catalano in the lineup, and Cousintons will be here again, wanting to give him another chance. What happens when the USA meets the Young Guns? This is like watching the Winnipeg Aurora in the SHL all over again. This is another 7-1 drubbing from another team. The Young Guns, they may just be shaking their heads, but that's just all it is. Hopefully the regular season will provide something more, but we can only hope for so much. Your 3 stars, Michael Robinson, 1 goal and 3 assists is your first star. Guy Fieri, 1 goal, 2 assists is your second. And Joe Burrow, 1 goal, 1 assist is your third star. Well done to the US, just very strong all throughout it, with Wayne Glensky just getting that final minute goal just to prevent the ending from happening. We can give him that, I guess, but that's all we can really give Team Young Guns at the moment. Hopefully some new strategies do help them, but what do we know? Next up, the battle of the Nordic teams. Sweden versus Finland, one of the oldest rivalries. Miller versus Kaprizov for this one. Obviously, we will see some big plays coming from both these teams when the regular season finally rolls around. But let's see what happens when Carter and Tony, two Anchorage Armada boys, or at least formerly, play off together. It will be Team Sweden that takes this one. 3-1 is your final. And that's how it goes right now. Team Finland is showing more signs of life, but Team Sweden right now is just in total control of this matchup. Your 3 stars, Erik Toke of Team Sweden with 2 assists is your first star. Malak Skoda with 1 goal is your second star, and Lucas Raymond with 1 goal is your third star. Just another game where Team Sweden just seemed to control the action. Malak Skoda tried to give his team some life, but Lucas Raymond would put the dagger in any ambitions they had. And that will be how it ends for this team. We're seeing a lot of people getting high defensive ratings. Vasilevsky and Archangelski is yet a latest example. And Alimony Tony with an 100 as well. Jeez. There must be a lot of defensive performances to impress the committee. And now, your live sim game of the day. Team North America versus Team Canada. UJAS versus Nordiques today. UJAS has been playing well. Nordiques needs to step up. It's going to be an interesting matchup, so let's see what happens when these two teams meet. Good luck to all. And that will do it for this one, as Nordiques finally gets his win. It is 5-3 for Team Canada. Oh boy, that was a back and forth effort by both teams, but they got the jobs done. In that Team Canada Banks, they've got to feel good about that one heading into the regular season very soon. Your 3 stars, Big Newf with 1 goal, 2 assists is your first star. Jay O'Neill with 2 assists, your second. And Scott Ford with 2 assists is your third star. A good effort all around by the team. Alexis Saint-Michel would break the tie late in the third period to finally put Team over. Just maybe watch out for that defense, because that may come back to bite you in the season. Just saying, Team NA could have easily won that one and nobody would have blamed them for that one. And so we are just going to do some goalie changes. We will be right back after these messages. Don't go anywhere. The final day of preseason is just upon us. Alright folks, it is time for the final few games of the preseason. God, has it already been gone then? Yep, it has. And starting Saturday, we will have our regular season start. Can you believe that? It'll be an interesting one, but first we've got some live games to play. First up, Team British Isles versus Team Young Guns. They will be our first live game. Rebecca Montague versus Recently Tired. Let's see how this one goes. Anybody in the chat hoping for a Young Guns miracle? Maybe not against British Isles, but you never know. Maybe they'll pull it off here. Let's find out. Good luck all.
The British Isles just scored, you wanker. God save the Queen. God save the SHL. The British Isles just scored, you wanker. God save the Queen. God save the SHL. The British Isles just scored, you wanker. God save the Queen. God save... British Isles just scored you, wanker. God save the Queen. God save the SHL. The British Isles just scored you, wanker. God save the Queen. God save the SHL. The British Isles just scored you, wanker. God save the Queen. God save the SHL. The British Isles just scored you, wanker. God save the Queen. God save the SHL.
Well, congratulations to Team Young Guns, their first multi-point game. But man, that got brutal by the end. 8-2 your final. They kept it close initially, but then the British Isles stopped playing around and just crushed them. That's just painful to watch. Your 3 stars, Stephen Gill with 1 goal, 2 assists is your first star. Wendelin Ramsbottom with 2 goals is your second star. And Ricky McDaniel with 2 assists, your third star. 3 quick goals for the British Isles, almost eradicated by Team Young Guns as they came charging back. But it was not enough, and then in that third period, Team British Isles just put them in the ground in the most painful way possible. Ouch. But Team Young Guns should hold their heads high. There is hope left. Maybe something is there. We don't know. Is what preseason is for. And anyway, after that, moving on to us in today, not live sim. Duck versus Team Canada, Lord Schlock versus Brandonson. Canada looking like a bounce back Canada after years of wandering the wilderness. Team Duck just a machine that destroys everything in their path. What happens when these two meet? Oh, a close one. The closest Team Duck has come to falling, but it will be Team Duck that wins this one. 3-2 your final score. Oh, that's just not nice to see. It's never nice to see that at all. Oh well, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Your 3 stars, Oscar von Wolfter with 1 goal, 1 assist is your first star. Big Newf with 1 goal is your second star. And Jalal Aldin Avagenov with 1 goal, 1 assist is your third star. They fought each other bitterly, but it would be Marco Baron Grub with his late game winning goal that would win it for Team Duck. Team Canada have nothing to be ashamed about with that performance though. It is clear that they want to make the playoffs again. They want to make those medal rounds again. They may just have the team to do it heading into this next one. Let's see where it takes them. Next, our next live sim game, Team World versus Team Finland, Kosovo versus Sateki. Both teams have had an interesting pre-season. Both teams They're in the middle pack, feeling each other out, but let's see how they do when they face off. Good luck to both.
Feels good to see the world getting loose. Feels good to see the world getting loose. I don't know about you. Feels good to see the world getting loose. Feels good to see the world getting loose. I don't know about you. It feels good to see the world getting loose. Feels good to see the world getting loose. I don't know about you. Feels good to see the world getting loose. Feels good to see the world getting loose. I don't know about you. It feels good to see the world getting loose. Feels good to see the world getting loose. I don't know about you.
with a fantastic game. 5-4 final. Team World will take the win. But Finland holy moly, some would say they don't deserve it. Only 15 shots against Mexico, but they got the job done when they needed to. Great stuff from Team World. Your stars, Christian Kinsinger with 1 goal, 1 assist is your first star. Gonzo Gobbledygook with 1 goal, 2 assists is your second star. And JQ with 2 assists is your third star. It was all about that insane second period, folks. Wasn't it just glorious? John Vatanen would try to bring Finland back, but it was too little too late for them. And that is where it will end for them. A great series of games nonetheless between these two. Let's see what they do in the round robin. But before we get to that, we've got one more quick sim. Ukorkul versus North America. Rosa versus Tamura is your matchup. Last time these two will meet before the round robin kicks off. Let's see what they've got for us today. 6-1 for Ukorkul. God, they're just a defensive machine against North. And 8 shots allowed all damn day. That's just not nice. It's just not nice. Akozaya will be your first star, 1 goal, 2 assists. Stan Didiske, 1 goal, 1 assist is your second star. And Jimmy Larkin Conway with 1 goal and 1 assist, your third star. Oh, there was nothing North NA could do in that third period. To even try and ease the bleeding. As by that point it was 6-1 and there was no coming back from it. Unfortunate, but that is how it goes. Team Ukorkul, one of the top 3 strongest teams in this tournament, not gonna lie. But we will have to see if that translates to the round robin. Final game, it will be our final quick sim. Team Sweden versus Team USA. Jonas Johansson versus Skating Dino. Our final preseason game. Let's see how this goes. Good luck to all those out there. Let's see how it goes. And that, as we say, is that. Team USA with a stonking win over Team Sweden 6-3. They get their revenge from last time early in the preseason. What a fun stream finale as Team USA proved that they still have some more fight left in that train of theirs. Let's see what they've got left. Your 3 stars, Guy Fieri, 2 goals, 1 assist is your first star. Donald Trump Jr. with 1 goal, 1 assist is your second star. And Joe Burrow with 2 assists is your third star. A back and forth contest right to the end, but it would be Team USA late in that third period where they would take the final steps to win the game. It's a massive result for them. What a preseason it's been for these teams as we stand here now at the ending of preseason. Thank you so much to all of you guys for showing up tonight and joining me and Dwayne for this incredible experience of preseason. We are now officially at a close. When we come back on Saturday, that is when the round robin truly begins. Don't get hyped for that. Saturday night at 3 PM Eastern, we'll be back for the greatest juniors tournament of them all, the World Juniors Round Robin. See you soon, folks. I've been Kanina Manara. Until then, God save the SHL.